Yo guys, WWll Gaming here, the H of course standing for heroin, and today I'm going to be playing COD World War II without using Medpacks and on veteran mode. Now that that's over, we get to watch this beautiful cinematic about how many people died in World War II. How fun! And then we're introduced to our lovely cast of characters, where we have this guy on the left who is that? Oh, anyways, we have Styles who carries a camera because the cameraman can never die. And Zussman, who's actually not sus because he's a Jew in World War II.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more.
Get your head down and keep moving! Daniel! On me!
Now, after making it to the beach, Turner told me to destroy the Germans' sandcastles using explosives. Now, I'm not one to really blow up people's sandcastles. Actually, maybe I am. Maybe I shouldn't admit that. Anyways, so I followed the path that the game suggests and I died for the first time. I know, shocking. Dying on veteran mode. But yeah, this is not gonna be the last time that I die, and so yeah, congrats Normandy, you were my first death. And there's not even heals in this area, so I only died because of a skill issue. Now, I had done this mission several times, and I really never took damage on this section, even on veteran mode. But for some reason, either I was stupid or they just, for some reason, got really good aim. So I had to switch up my strategy, and I actually waited this time for them to reload like the game suggests.
Pull it! Pull it! Fire in the hole!
So, after making it up the beach and destroying the wall, we meet the real main character, who, in the most unfair moment in gaming history, comes back to life somehow.
Calm down.
No!
After coming around the corner, Zussman asks something that is worse than any of the war crimes in this game or in real life. He tells me to use a medpack.
That wound looks bad! Here, take this! Thanks, bud!
Now, I know this game isn't made by Telltale Games, but come on. Let me at least have the option to not pick up the medpack, or at least say something like, "Fuck you, Zussman." Something like that. But yeah. Anyways, we're just not gonna use it. And so I went on clearing the rest of the trench. While I did have a little bit of trouble at the end of it, I came back and yeah, that's it for this section. We now move on to a section that has some easy parts and some parts that make me want to Jeffrey Epstein. Oh wait. I mean the opposite of what happened.
That bunker! Enemies by the bunker entrance!
After committing baby's first war crime, I take over the bunker with ease. I mean, I died a few times, but we don't talk about that. Now, once I got to the second bunker, I knew that the MG was going to be a bit of a problem, but it was actually pretty easy. I just had to throw a grenade inside and kill them. I mean, I died a few times trying to do this, but that was mostly just resets because I got hit like once and I didn't want to, have that damage stay around for the rest of the mission. So yeah, after taking out the first MGs, I just moved in and swiftly took out the rest of the guys in there. It was a pretty easy first few bunkers. I hope nothing terrible happens and I don't end up dying like 33 times in one section.
Bunker's clear, let's go!
All right, we got them all. Let's go, let's go!
Now, when I say this was the worst part of a mission in any game, I'm lying because there's a lot worse missions to come and there's a lot harder missions in other games. But it still sucked. It was just the numbers, I think. There's too many of them in this one space and the smokes did nothing and the flamethrower did nothing. So it just kind of sucked the whole time. And I couldn't do anything else because there was only one entrant and I wasn't just gonna sit there for like 8 minutes every time trying to snipe off every little one every time they peek their heads. So I'm so glad I made it out of this section. Yeah, so now that we're done with that horde section, we can move on to the next one, which is bunker number 4, which is actually probably the easiest part in this whole game. There's walking parts that are harder than this, mostly because they're boring as hell and the NPCs walk at like 2 inches per year, but still, this was really easy, especially after bunker number 3.
Top 5 Scariest Jumpscares. Número 5.
Now, after completing that minigame and voting out the real imposter, we drag Zussman's ass out of there. Now, this part at first scared me before because I'd done this in veteran mode without healing before. Now, I did have some practice, but it was about like a year and a half ago, so it doesn't really count. Plus, I kind of cheated in it, so I wanted to really do it. So yeah, we made it through the smoke, and after only dying twice on this part, we finally saved Zussman from his terrible stab wound. The imposter was like halfway through the animation of killing him. But luckily we called the emergency meeting, and now we're gonna group up and attack a barn.
Stay down!
Now this is another part that gave me a bit of trouble. Certainly not as much as bunker number 3, but I did die quite a few times. But after a few attempts, I found a new strategy in a surprising way, by just pure dumb luck and just exploring after dying so many times. That strat was going on the side of a house and throwing a smoke. Maybe this wasn't the best idea, but it kept me away from the rest of the enemies, so it was fine. But yeah, we got hit a few times going there, and that prompted a reset, because I knew I was gonna need a lot of help for this next part. The next part was where you have to use a machine gun to take out the enemies. Well, I guess you don't have to use a machine gun, but come on, it's a machine gun. Who's not gonna use it? So yeah, I found a strategy that's way better than just staying upstairs and being hit. As you can see, I took a bit of damage, and that strategy is to just sit by this side of the barn and just wait for the tanks to come in. It's not that fun of a strategy, but at least I'm not dying a lot of times. So yeah, I guess it works. And plus, if there's anything I've learned from this challenge, it's that it's not about the fun we had. It's about getting it done. And so that concludes the first part of this series. I didn't expect it to end so soon, you know? I thought this was going to be like a 50-minute video or something, considering the fact that I had almost an hour of recording. So at least like 20 minutes, but somehow I managed to get it cut down. Probably because it wouldn't be so fun to just watch a kill compilation for like 40 minutes, so it makes a bit of sense. So yeah, like, subscribe, or don't. I don't really care.